Good morning, this is Wayne. Just thought we should be in touch again. It's been a while. We did a video and thought we should do it again. I was at a meeting in San Diego last week, and I hate to have a downer here, but the good news is the stock market this month had one of the best months it's had in a long time. We're up over 70% from the low in the market a year and a half ago. That's all great news, and we're probably all feeling good, but I listened to a speaker in San Diego at an LPL conference that talked about debt, talked about the fact that in 1952, from 1952 to now, that state and municipal debt has almost doubled. The fact that corporate debt is more than doubled, and the fact that household debt, personal debt, your and my debt, has gone up almost 4 times. What's interesting about his statistics is compared to gross national product, that federal debt is actually down from 1952. Now, if you looked at his chart, and I'm not showing you it, but if you looked at his chart, you could have found a time that those numbers were different. But the thing that stood out about what he talked about is that our debt, personal debt, has gone up 4 times in that period. If you look at the last 10 years, so that drove me to go look and see what inflation and debt has done in the last 10 years. Consumer debt has gone up 172% in the last 10 years, when inflation's up about 30%. So our consumer debt has increased at more than 5 times what inflation does. And what the call to that is, and what that speaker was talking about, is that if we don't change our habits, and it's not only the federal government we should be worried about. It's a federal government, it's a state government, it's a local government, and it's us. That's what's created our financial concerns. And, you and I can't change what's going to happen at the federal level or the state level. We get to vote once in a while, and we can speak a little bit, we can send letters, but a lot of that's not going to change. But we can control what we do. So I'm here to ask you to control what you do. To have a pocket, have some control on how you deal with your personal finances, maybe your kids, and definitely your grandkids if you have some influence there. And let's do a couple things. Let's borrow less money. Maybe let's not borrow any money. Let's spend less. Let's pay our debt down to 0. Now, I've talked about this forever, and I know some of you aren't serious about that, but what his talk was about is what could happen in the future. And if we get strong enough ourselves, because that's what we can control is ourselves. We can't control them, but we can control ourselves. So if we get fiscally responsible, no matter what happens nationally, we'll be okay. So that would be my call for the day. That would be my mantra, my request of the day is let's each one of us, me included, let's borrow less, let's pay down debt, let's become fiscally more responsible, and let's control our own future. The good news is the market is up, markets are back a lot, but let's not feel so euphoric about that we go out and do things that are foolish financially. Let's become fiscally responsible for ourselves. Thank you. Have a great day and appreciate you listening.